Welcome back everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 11, Episode 2 of Cthulhu Death May Die. And we are playing the Monsters in Sin City Episode 5 from the Season 2 expansion box set. So this is our second episode. We're going to start our first turn. We've got our investigators, Tony and Adila. We did a monster paint through for these guys. And so oddly enough, we are going to be gambling to stop a cultist ritual. So the concept here from the setup video was there are 6 Lady Luck tokens. We have to be in a cleared casino room. We can use a gambling action, and depending on the winnings, we can win a Lady Luck token, or we can spawn cultist activity, move the Elder, the Great Old One, Hastur. Meanwhile, Hastur's forces will start to infiltrate. So we've got cultists on the board already. We've got a Hound of Tindalos, and we've got a Yug on the board. We'll be adding some more monsters. So this is going to be fighting monsters, gambling, and trying to stop the occult ritual. In spirit of our Great Old One, Hastur, for this episode, quick shout out to Pontos Fathom Press. Tales of the Yellow Sign, Volumes 1 and 2. You get The King in Yellow and Lost Carcosa in the Yellow Sign. Go check out the bookstore link below. You can also check us out on Patreon. And as usual, liking, subscribing, leave your comments. If you're watching for the first time, go check out the playlist, and you can watch all of our videos in the long playlist. Makes it easier to watch. And let's jump into turn number 1. So we're going to start out with Tony. He has brawling and toughness. So I think what he'll do is he's just gonna move into the casino, and he'll just go ahead and do an attack. He's got his brawling attack plus his 3 dice. So he'll use his next 2 actions to attack. And we get 1 extra exclamation point there. So we've got 4 attacks. He's not able to split that attack. So he takes out one of the cultists, and then he can do his last attack. He does gain 2 insanity as a result of that. And we're going to add a reroll to this as well. And we don't need the reroll because he had 2 already. So he already had 2, so no need for a reroll. So Tony takes out both of the cultists, but no more actions left to gamble. So that's going to leave, so Tony is out of his action phase. Let's jump into the Mythos phase. So we'll grab our first Mythos card, and we get the Yellow Sign. If you are in the same space as Hastur or a Hastur disciple, take 2 stress. If you are not in the same space, gain a Yellow Sign token. So here it is, our first Yellow Sign token added to Tony. Yellow Sign tokens come into play with the advancement of Hastur across the Old One Awakening track, and we'll kind of get into those as we go through it. Okay, so let's keep going here. We are in a safe space now, so we can, because there is no enemy here. I believe. We have to do that in our action turn. So I don't think I can use a safe. So I basically just have to grab, well, let's say we draw a discovery card. Oh, that's not a discovery card, sorry. We draw a discovery card and we get casino chip. You may ignore 1 tentacle when you gamble. Okay, that's great. So kind of give him this one. Get the casino chip. So that'll be helpful when he does get to gamble, maybe next turn. And then we move cultists. So move 1 cultist 1 space. Move each cultist 1 space towards you. So actually these guys will move into the room with him now. Okay, and So now resolve end of turn. There are no addition to the mythos, no advancement of the mythos. So let's move into Adila's turn. So Adila will also join. She also has Brawling. So she's going to go ahead and do a similar thing. She will attack. And she also is able to kill one of the cultists. And she'll do her last attack. She will count a star, and she gains a madness and gets the second cultist. So the cultists have been cleared, but again, no actions left for gambling. And we will go into drawing a mythos card for Adila. And it says, Luck calls the greedy. Move all monsters 2 spaces toward the casino. Each investigator who has 1 greedy condition takes 1 stress. Okay, so we've got 1 elder sign. We move monsters 2 spaces. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And that's going to do it. We are not in a safe space. So she has the cultist gets to attack her with 2 green dice. And she'll take 1 damage from that. She does have the ability. Oh no, nothing. Okay, so that's going to do it for investigator fight. And then resolve end of turn. So so we've got 1 mythos, nobody advances. So let's go ahead and wind into round 2. So let's go back to Tony, and let's go ahead and have him start out with an attack and get some gambling happening. So he does a quick attack. He can re-roll. He takes an insanity. I'll also give him a re-roll of these. And he gets another attack. So cultist is taken out with the first attack. Now let's go ahead and do a gambling action. So, so we can do a gambling action. It's a safe space. And he can roll the following. And he gets payout of star. He gets 2 tentacles. So he can also do a re-roll for stress purposes. So let's have him re-roll this. And he gets 3 exclamation points. He gets 1 Lady Luck token. 1 Lady Luck token, 3. So first Lady Luck token is awarded to Tony. Keep that on he's got a yellow sign and a Lady Luck token. Let's do 1 more round of gambling, because I believe he just did a fight. He'll do a second round of gambling. He gets star, star, star. Heal all stress and wounds, add 1 Lady Luck token. So he heals his stress, and he gets a second Lady Luck token. Okay. So, good for Tony's turn. Let's see his Mythos card. So he gets the Hound of Tyndalos. Move all Hounds of Tyndalos 2 spaces towards you. So the Hound of Tyndalos moves toward him. And that's going to put him not in a safe space for investigator fight. So he will have the monster fighting him. He does get 1 free reroll when attacked. So I believe this has 3 green dice. So let's roll. He gets 2 attacks, but he can reroll 1 die. And he just gets 1 hit from that. So 1 damage from the Hounds of Tyndalos. Not so bad. And resolving end of turn. We have 2 tokens, not the 3, to advance the sign. So let's flip over to Adila, the Voodoo priestess's turn. So she will go ahead and attack the Hound of Tyndalos. Only has 1 hit point. She does 3 damage, so killed. And then the Hound of Tyndalos, she can do a gambling roll. So let's have her roll her 3 dice. She gets one tentacle, summon one cultist into the space. Let's have her do a reroll with a stress. Let's have her do one more reroll with another stress. Do the full reroll with another stress. She gets 3 exclamation points and summon one cultist, but only take the highest one. So she also gets a Lady Luck token, but is high stress now. So that's gonna, I think that's her second round. Let's have her do a rest round, so she can heal up her stress, and she'll also heal up the wounds of Tony, because she has got the voodoo power, and she's named Tony as the beneficiary of her extended rest. So that should be fine. And we are in a safe space, so we can draw a discovery card for Adula, and she gets cigarettes. You may discard this card to discard all greedy conditions. She can claim the pack of cigarettes. So she claims a pack of cigarettes. It kind of has a voodoo kind of topic to it. So that is going to be the end of the round. We only have in our discard pile 2 Elder Signs, so not enough to have Hastur return. So we'll see you guys in round number 2, and we'll kick off with turn number 3. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next turn. Bye-bye.